Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Sir Gabs. In this video, we will be talking about the limit of logarithmic functions. So as you know, logarithmic functions are inverse functions of exponential functions. So actually, mag-recall tagamay about exponential functions for this one. Let's start with the concept sa logarithm. Recall, if I have the logarithm of a base b equals x, then this implies that b raised to x is equal to a. So ang base na to is b, of course. Kani siya is basically the exponent, and this is the result. Okay? So ato anang kuano, no? Inyong timanan ha, na kani siya, just in case you forgot, this is your base, this is your base, this is the exponent, and this is the result. Okay? So that's how you transform this expression or equation into exponential. So ang b is base, x exponent, and a is the result. Okay? Aside from that, napay isa, you also need to recall that the natural logarithm of x means, now so pasabutan na, means the logarithm of x with the base e, or the Euler's constant. Mora yan ko, no? Ang differential lang, logarithm gyapon ni siya actually. Pero ang base niya, dili na tong constant na usually we know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dili na yung nana. Ang atuan ng base ana is the Euler's constant. Okay? So, aside from that, we also have this logarithm of x lang. So, wala i-indicate nga base. It means nga logarithm of x base 10. Okay? So, kinahanglan kasabot mo na, and kinahanglan naka-remember mo na nga if we say ln x, or the natural logarithm of x, it means nga logarithm of x base e. And then logarithm of x without the base, specifying the base, it means the base is 10. So more na diferensya, basta ln, ang base is e, or the Euler's constant, katong 2.718 approximately. And then logarithm of x without the specification, then 10 ang iyang base. Ako lang namin butang asterisk, no? Kaning tulo, kinakabalo mo ni. And then, so let's go through the examples. Number 1, first example is, if you are to find the limit of, let's say, the logarithm of, simple lang sa 2x base 5 as x approaches 3, then, ay mong buhaton guys, is imo harang i-substitute, no? Simple substitution, this becomes the logarithm of 2 times 3 is 6 base 5. And that's it. Okay? Wala na yung answer. This one is a constant number. No? Dili na siya ingon nga variable pa. Kung mo siyang i-check sa calculator, logarithm of 6 base 5 is simply approximately 1.11. Okay, so na siya yung value. And 1.11 approximately is an irrational number and also a real number. So kung mara man na itong standard, it should be a real number. The limit should be a real number. Otherwise, it does not exist. Okay? So next, number 2, another example. If we say the limit of the logarithm of 2x gyapon, no? 2x ang gyapon ta, with the base 5 gyapon, sige, as x approaches positive infinity. Okay. So, in this case, imong buhaton is, so you can refer here, or pwede sa imo lang siyang manual solving. So, if imo ni siyang tanawon during the beta, the base na to is greater than 1, that should be 5 na itong base, so it should be greater than 1. So, logarithm of x base b, though 2x na siya, when you substitute infinity mangyapon, no? So, may tabuan na is, you will come out with positive infinity. So, kaya mo siyang applyan o logical and also analogy, then when you substitute positive infinity, this becomes the logarithm of infinity base 5. Okay? Unfortunately, hindi siya pwede sa calculator, kaya infinity man na siya. Pero may technique na para makita niyo ang answer. Imong buhaton, imo ang logarithm of 99999 base 5. So, kaya ang calculator doesn't have infinity man. So, yung buhaton is, just make this number big. So, 99999, and then try to see kung sa'yo result. And try to consider ka na what this number means. Okay? Pero kung ganahan ka nga formal solution, syempre, remember, mo ni ang base. Mo ni ang base. Mo ni ang result. Diba? Kung tanawan mo, mo ni ang base ang 5. Kani. And then, kani siya is the result. Now, we are basically looking for the exponent. Okay, so balik ko na ko Kani siya, mo ni siyang format. Ang kanang B, mo na ang 5, which is the base. Okay? Now, kani infinity, mo ni si A, which is the result. Meaning, we are looking for the exponent. Okay? Base 5 raised to what? No, ang base ni mga 5, unsa man iyang exponent, aron mahimo siyang infinity. Ang 5 raised to what? Aron mahimo infinity. Well, simple lang. Sa'yo naman siguro, this is actually simple as infinity gihapon. Kaya syempre, kung ang 5 i-raise ng infinity, ang result infinity, di ba? So, ang 5 raised to infinity is equal to infinity. Okay? So, syempre, gihapon na. Do not forget, limit does not exist gihapon na. Okay? Kaya syempre, infinity is not a real number. Guys, you have to understand that we are in basic calculus. And the numbers must be limited to real numbers lang. Kaya in some context, no, sa other, sa higher mathematics, the extended real number line, this can be considered nga exist. Kaya lahi man ilahang Cartesian plate, lahi man ilahang igamit dito na nga number line, extended real number line naman to. But for us, since we are just doing the rectangular coordinate system, you have to understand that we are only until the real numbers. So kung infinity ang result, it does not exist. Okay? So syempre, ang reason is syempre because 5 raised to infinity is equal to infinity. So asa nga infinity nga natong answer? Kaning guys mao ni siya ato ang gibasihan. Kana nga infinity ang exponent atong gipangita. Okay? So hopefully that's clear. Let's proceed to the next example, number 3. So if you are to solve like the limit of the logarithm of so 5x lang siguro, with the base 1/2 as x approaches positive infinity gihapon. So in this case, you may substitute gihapon diretso, no? May tabuan na is this becomes the logarithm, syempre, sa infinity, may mo siyang infinity gihapon, base na to is already 1/2. So in this case, people, kung mo siyang analyze on, mo ang base gihapon, base ang 1/2, infinity ang result. Question is, what should be the exponent? Okay? So, kaya mo gihapon siyang, yung siyang manu-manuhon pag-solve, you are looking for the exponent of 1/2. Guys, always remember, you are looking for the exponent of 1/2 so that it becomes infinity. Kung imo siyang i-trial and error, kung imo siyang butang infinity diha, ang 1/2 raised to infinity is 0. Di ba? Pa-recall mo sa exponent nga idea, if the base is smaller than 1, kung mas gamay siya sa 1, if you keep multiplying it by itself, then it becomes smaller and smaller. So meaning, ang 1/2 raised to infinity is not infinity but 0. So infinity is not the answer here. Instead, we will be using the negative infinity. So, recall na to, no? So, it takes ka na ang morabitag experience for you to understand, it takes experience for you to realize this. Nga, it should be negative infinity. Okay? So that kita nawa, because if in ani mong format, then meaning, imo ning reciprocal. Reciprocal nimo ang 2, ang negative infinity mahimong positive infinity, so masakto na ang imong equation. Because 2 raised to infinity is infinity. So, asa man na itong answer na? Ang imong answer is kaning ni okay, kani siya reason na ni. Because na lang na. Because. So, imong 1/2 should be raised to negative infinity to get infinity. Okay? Because kung imong tanawon, no? Kung imong i-simplify, mahimo ra na siyang 2 raised to infinity, which is equal to infinity. So, in other words, your answer will be equal to negative infinity. Anya, guys, remember no? Limit does not exist gihapon. Okay? Then let's start number 4. Let's solve for the limit of, let's say, the logarithm of, so may 3x with the base 2 as x approaches 0 from the right. Okay? So, ako ba maglibog siya nga nung nag-0 from the right man ka? Okay? So, the reason is because dili man gud ta pwedeng approaching 0, because when you say approaching 0, we assume na it's approaching 0 from the left and right. Okay? Again ha, talawa guys ha. Kaning A dere, kaning result, kaning A dere, dili na siya pwedeng mahimong negative. Okay? Di siya pwedeng mahimong negative. Why? Because B is never negative. Ang base nimo dili pwedeng na negative. So, bisag unsa pa exponent, positive gina ang result permente. Kaya di ba, ang B na to, again, as I said, kung negative ang base, di ba, sa exponential functions, if negative ang base, ang imong results will be positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Now, ato ang limitation for exponential functions, kinahanglan, ang B is greater than 0 but less than 1, or B is greater than 1. Okay? So, in other words, ang B cannot be negative. So, kung di siya pwede negative, bisag unsa pa exponent, no? Assuming positive siya permente, I mean, conclusion na to, positive siya permente, raised to anything, the result will always be positive. Okay? So, si A, dili siya pwede mahimong, kanini ang 3x, dili na siya pwede mahimong negative. Unya, unsa di diferensya, sir, kung wala siya symbol nga from the right. So, kung x is approaching 0, then meaning, pwede siya approaching left, pwede siya approaching right. Remember, when x is approaching from the left, no? Kung x is approaching from the left going to 0, then it means negative ang numbers. Okay? So, kung negative ang numbers diha, i-substitute nimo sa 3x. 3 times negative numbers, mahimo siyang negative. Unya, as I said, no, mao na si A, no? Si A ng 3x. Unya, ingon ko, di ba? Nga A will never be negative. So, dili ni pwede. Okay? Ang pwede is katong tuarang approaching 0 from the right. Kay positive man to ang numbers dito. Kani, di ni pwede. So, it's necessary, no? It's necessary that when you solve for things like this, or when we give items like this, it should be 0 from the right. Okay? Yeah, 0 from the right, actually, imo na i-treat gihapon as 0. Again, i-treat na nimo na siya as 0. So, kung buhaton, substitute lang. So, mahimo na siyang the logarithm. 3 times 0 is 0, of course, base 2. Okay? So, in this case, kanina sa tanawon, what should be the exponent of 2 aron mahimo siyang 0? Again ha, the logic is this. No? Muna mo ang question. Unsa man ang exponent sa 2 aron mahimo siyang 0. Muna yung goal, muna yung pangitaunon. Kaya di ba again, muna ang base, muna ang result. So, unsa ang exponent? Unsa exponent sa 2 aron mahimo siyang 0? So again, same story, no? Ang imong exponent na, it should be negative infinity. Why? Siyempre, because, ito reason, same as parehan, no? Because, ang 2 raised to negative infinity means 1/2 raised to infinity. And basically, that's equal to 0. Diba? Kaya si 2 raised to negative infinity negative ang exponent. So, imuhang kuhaon ang reciprocal sa 2, which means 1/2. So, negative infinity mahimo ng positive infinity. If you will evaluate 1/2 multiplied by itself multiple times or infinitely many times, then syempre mahimo siyang 0. So, kibali, ang ato din answer ani is the negative infinity. Okay, ang kalibugan kani is only the reason. This is the true format or money ang true equation. So, negative infinity ang atong answer. It should be negative infinity ang exponent. So, again, same story, it does not exist. Okay? So, next to that, number 5, another example. Kani siya actually sa calculator, kaya mo na ibutang dos calculator, may error din na. You know? Kaya nga naman, mo ko ninyo, nga di na siya, dili man na siya 0. Nabay value, let's say, logarithm of 0. It's math error lagi. Di siya pwede 0. Kay, dili man mahitabo nga, kay diba, imong base, kung kuha na siya, kung greater than 1, greater than 0, but less than 1, kaya may labot ng 0, di ba? Greater than 0 naman siya. Then meaning, ang mahitabuan na, di gina mahitabo nga 0 pala yung answer. Walay 0 nga A. Because B is never 0 as well. Di man mahimo 0 ang imong B. Okay? We only consider positive numbers man. So that's why we always have kana ang math error when you log this in the calculator. So that's why it takes kana ang experience. And then, syempre, prior knowledge and logarithm for you to understand things. Sa imong calculator, I suggest kung gusto ka i-calculator mo na, himuon mo siyang 0.00001. So, himuon na mo siyang close to 0 instead of using 0. Okay? Then, let's have number 5. Let's talk about the natural logarithm, no? Again ha, kanang wala ko hata example ani. I think simple ra maghihapon na. Basically, pari-pareho ra na. Ay nakalimot nga 10 ang base if wala siya i-specify. So, for the natural logarithm here, what is the limit of ln sa table na or natural logarithm of pareho ra gud gihapon 2x as x approaches infinity. Yes, kana lang, infinity lang. So, yung gihapon kayo siya. So, kaya mo siyang i-resolve, syempre, i-substitute nimo siya. This becomes the limit. Joke, no? ln sa diretso, no? I-substitute mo siya, may mo siyang ln of infinity. So, unsa man ang ln of infinity? Okay? What should be the exponent of e? Okay, mo na siyang samton, ha? Unsa gani base sa ln, di ba? Kung nag-review kanina. Mao ni ang ln x, meaning logarithm gihapon. Pero ang base lang niya e na siya or the Euler's constant. So karon, imo lang diretso na ka ay kung natural logarithm di ay the base is always e. Okay? Remember that's approximately 2.718, meaning greater than 1 as yan. So what should be the exponent of e for it to become the result which is infinity? I think simple ron, dali ron na siya. Exponent should be infinity hapon. E should have an infinity exponent to have infinity as the result. Okay? So, mao ni mo hang answer. Kanini kanini infinity, not this one. Okay, basta maglibog na naman na. Again, when we solve for these limits of the logarithmic functions, we are just trying to look for the exponent of the base. And so, we actually have here, infinity is our final answer, which is considered D and E. Okay? So, I think na-block kung ako ang nagamit ng supposedly blue tatang ng given. But anyway, that's it for this video, guys. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.